The ring of her phone suddenly interrupts her. She absentmindedly takes out her mobile. As she recognizes the familiar melody, her dull eyes suddenly light up. She bursts. She jumps in an instant.
Shalom! You're back!
Another thumbnail, nice.
Oh, you've been so busy. I thought... What? Those underground guys are causing trouble again? Another series of attacks by garden assassins? Ugh, despicable! We can't win on the battlefield, so they resort to dirty tricks behind our backs. Huh? You want me to be a special investigator? Really? Yes, of course I'll do it! I will do my best to complete the mission that you gave me. I swear on the name of the great detective Christina, I will set off right now!
Future great detective, that's hilarious. She hangs up the call and starts to dash. She leaps 3 feet high after taking a few steps.
Shalom is counting on me. For light and justice!
On August 8th, NF-113 FSC Commander-in-Chief leaves the West District combat front lines and returns to East Side, formally submitting the BR-002 Black Ring blockade operation. Oh, that's where they died? Authorization application to the City Council. The intention is to build a counter-mania shield around BR-002 to limit the spread of Black Ring contamination, completely stabilizing the West District environment. The establishment of FSC is to protect this city. The West District is part of this, and the people of the West District are this citizen who should be protected. They should not be abandoned. The operation has initially gained the support of Paradisos. The specifics of funding, manpower, organizational authority, and other matters will be jointly evaluated by representatives including Nirvana, and the final review will be completed on August 15. So the Black Rings are still going. And Black Rings are like some spread of mania, and there's like a bunch of underground guys related to it. 4 p.m. BS 101, the first scene. Let's look at the detective file first. Ooh, a lot of stuff. Can I click on anything? No. My detective handbook is finally done. From now on, I'll be putting all my case notes here. Which investigation target should I write about first? Why not write about myself first? Christina, female, East Sider, height 162 centimeter, weight, well, that doesn't seem necessary. A first year student at the city's public security academy, currently doing a summer internship at the East Side local security precinct. At the request of Shalom, I've become a special investigator for the recent serial attacks, be it the underground thugs or the garden assassins. As long as they dare show up, I'll knock them out. I swear on the reputation of Christina and the great detective, righteousness and justice will prevail. By the way, I gotta say, in this world there are a lot of A-class sinners and S-class sinners. Like, there are a lot of them. They never really yeah, I get it that they are there, but like, there are so many, and in such a small area too. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, B-class are rare, honestly, at this point. Yeah, Vice Commander-in-Chief. Oh, he looks cool. I've always known about him, but it wasn't until the recent memorial that I got to see him in person. The FSC has been mired in controversy lately, but no one can deny that they are always at the forefront of the fight against the mania crisis of this city. I believe in the Commander-in-Chief's speech because I believe in righteousness and justice, and I know that there will always be people who will stand up and fight for our city, and that's who I'll become one day. No case, no evidence. Let's go. The first scene. At the crime scene, a woman floats on the water, flowers sprouting from her body like a red shroud. Oh, I thought those were flowers for metaphorical purposes. They're actually flowers coming out of her.
Hey, want to know what you can buy from me with your life?
That's Levi, by the way.
Several key figures in East Side have received anonymous threat letters, and attacks have been happening. The incidents occurred just as the situation in West District was getting under control, making the timing of these events quite intriguing. Although there have been no fatalities so far, inside sources reveal that this series of incidents are closely linked to the serial assassination incidents from 3 weeks ago. If the mastermind behind these incidents isn't caught soon, the number of cases of harm could escalate, having a detrimental impact on society.
It's already escalating.
Ooh. It's a Central Park Bloom Courtyard Sunken Blossom crime scene.
These are sensitive times. If this scene gets captured by the press and gets out, not only will the public opinion explode, but it'll also cause panic among the people, and
Man, I wanted to get a thumbnail. Now she's standing in between it. That's kind of fucking annoying. Alright.
unlike the previous attacks, the scene has been meticulously arranged with no intent to hide the motive. This isn't a covert assassination, but an overtly flaunted ritual.
Ah, finally. Oh, come on.
What a show off. You've caught my attention.
Christina, move out the way.
According to inside information, these series of incidents are the work of a sinner, and there's a high chance that the scene is contaminated with mania. Everyone, please step back.
Okay, there we go. And that is beautiful. Everyone is taken aback, and those near the scene have already retreated out of fear.
Although sinner incidents are under NBCC jurisdiction, they've been under a lot of pressure recently, and their chief is missing. Until he returns, I'll take over. I've studied their case files thoroughly.
She pulls at her glove with a serious expression.
Detective Christina will definitely overcome the danger and bring the truth to light.
Okay, personal present can be inquired. Please investigate the crime scene. There's a photo camera here. Why did I call it a photo camera? Seriously? How old am I? An executive camera. Its placement is a little too conspicuous, probably left intentionally by the killer. View the photo. The only photo left in the camera capturing the crime scene according to the timestamp. Someone took this photo an hour ago. All of the photos inside the camera have been removed. The only one remaining photo seems to have been taken by the murderer an hour ago. Did the murderer just leave not long ago or deliberately return to the crime scene? What about this thing? Communication device, or you could just call it a phone. A communication device discarded by the creek. It doesn't look like a model normally favored by women. Perhaps there's some information on it. Try to unlock. This seems to be the victim's phone carelessly thrown on the ground. Christina finds out it's unlocked by fingerprint and there's no password additional lock. Well, her hand is right there. Unfortunately, the victim's body has been submerged. Ah, okay. The fingertips have deformed. She can't use her magic gadget now. Well, we'll do that later, I suppose. What about this ID? Card from the creek. A card floating on the surface of the creek that is victim's staff card. It lists the victim's name, job, information. Upon closer inspection, the text has already been smudged by water. Christina opens a communication terminal, tries to search for information about the victim on the intranet. Unfortunately, she can't make out the name, so she can only start with the company. Future Media? The information about this company on intranet is vague, and apart from the fact that it's a media company controlled by a certain charity foundation, Christina couldn't find anything useful. She scans the victim's staff card, planning to conduct a more in-depth research when she returns. That lily? The victim's hair spreads out on the surface of the stream, slowly floating with the current. Christina's gaze focuses on the bright gem necklace around her neck, the style of which feels familiar. The necklace on the victim, a violet flower carved from a purple natural gem that looks very valuable. Oh wow, they carved a flower out of a stone? That's impressive. Can look at the flowers. Dark red flowers gather on the surface of the water as if someone meticulously placed the flowers on the body to decorate the scene. That is actually beautiful. Like, that looks really fucking pretty. Look at that. Holy shit, man. Such a strong fragrance. How did they get rid of the blood smell? Christina takes a deep breath of the surrounding air, feeling a bit dizzy judging by the shape. These are very common roses, but roses usually wouldn't have such a cloyingly sweet fragrance. She stands by the stream, stretching her body forward in an attempt to see more details. Upon closer inspection, unlike the surrounding white daisies, these red flowers seem to have sprung from a body out of nowhere. There are no stems at the junction of the flowers and the skin. Instead, there are a faintly visible, soft red glow. Just as Shalom said, this is the work of a sinner, a supernatural crime. How did traditional detectives solve supernatural cases? Christina recalls the report she had seen, trying to figure out a way. Firstly, the abilities of the sinner aren't scary. They're all traceable. She now knows that the ability can grow flowers on the victim's body. What needs to be investigated are the peculiarities of these flowers, their impact on people, and whether they can cause death. I'm guessing it's the white-haired lady. Christina can't help but reach out to touch the strange red flowers. The sheriff who has been guarding the scene comes over and waves to her. Christina walks over to the sheriff. He's holding a small evidence bag, gestures to her.